Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. In what some have called an ironic yet necessary pivot, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have reportedly restructured their personal team to resemble the kind of royal household Prince Harry once walked away from. The move is widely seen as a step toward rehabilitating their public image, particularly in the UK, where their popularity has plummeted. Last week, reports surfaced that Harry and Meghan were establishing their own version of a royal household in the United States. The overhaul includes the appointment of communications specialist Meredith Kendall Maines to head an 11-person team operating separately from their non-profit foundation, Archewell. Royal commentator Charlotte Griffiths observed the sharp turn in strategy, writing in the Mail, "How ironic that Harry now favours the rigid hierarchical structure of the kind he has consistently railed against since escaping Kensington Palace. Sometimes the grass isn't always greener, even if it is a manicured 7-acre lawn in exclusive Montecito. After all, a royal household is all he's ever known." Speaking in the Channel 5 documentary, Harry, Can He Ever Be Forgiven?, royal commentator Countess Julie Montague suggested that the public may be open to forgiving the prince under the right circumstances. "The public wants to forgive, but it needs to start with Harry. Number one, stop any kind of interview where you're mentioning any member of your family, end of story. And then number two, if you really want to make that reconciliation, whether that's private or public, start that. Once that reconciliation begins, then the public can be made aware of that." According to Griffiths, apparently Harry has looked at the latest polls that put him down at 27%, and he's upset by it. A source really close to him told me that he's realized there's nowhere to go but up. Griffiths said the Duke has concluded that his previous approach, relying on US Hollywood PR agents, simply wasn't working. Just anything Hollywood and American basically hasn't worked for him, she explained. Harry is said to have recreated the very structure he once resisted. According to Griffiths, what did work for him? When was he popular? When was he part of the royal household? So what he's done is he set up around himself the exact thing that he's been railing against all these years, which is a really concrete, firm structure of hierarchical, top-down kind of PR voices on his behalf and chiefs of staff. It's basically a royal house. This is like a faux royal household. One of the functions of this new system, she said, is to act as a buffer between the Sussexes and the often critical British press. With this new structure, they actually protect him from reading the British tabloids, so they basically read on his behalf the British tabloids. Meghan does not at all read them. She does not engage in British media whatsoever, and she's shielded from that by this new household. And the point of the new household is this kind of shield around them that protects them, Griffiths concluded. It is unclear if Harry listens to any daily podcasts about the royal family or how he feels about them, but Harry may be working on some new projects for us to talk about. The Mail on Sunday quoted an insider as saying, "Harry is unkindly described as the spare to Meghan's endeavours. In reality, he has been giving her the space to flourish. Now it is his time to throw himself into exciting new work. Invictus will always come first, but he also has been working on commercial ideas of his own." Elsewhere in the Mail on Sunday, the article, they quoted a source as saying, "With love, Meghan has performed really well. We'll have to take their word for that, and the Sussexes plan to continue growing their relationship with Netflix. There will be more as ever products, projects and appearances to come from the Sussex household." One insider said, "The new household structure will help address this perception of churn. From now on, there'll be a fixed number of roles clearly defined. Just like the royal household, people will still come and go. That's natural." Royal expert Tom Bower called it one final desperate bid to save their brand. Bower told the Mail, "Undoubtedly the Sussexes would like to rule over a royal court from their Montecito mansion. Nothing would give them greater pleasure than courtiers pulling their forelocks as they bow and scrape to please the Duke and Duchess. However," he added, "the team these Sussexes are relying upon is not a royal court. Rather, it's a hugely expensive group of bureaucrats signalling the Sussexes' final desperate bid to save their brand." More Palace in just a moment. This is a special message to our Palace Intrigue listeners. A new podcast we think you'll like called Crown and Controversy. This dramatic new series tells the modern royal story like never before. It begins with William and Kate's fairy tale engagement, but as Kate steps into palace life, the pressures start to mount. The arrival of Prince George brings joy and now responsibilities. Meanwhile, Harry's military career and personal struggles quietly build in the background. Then Meghan enters the picture. Her whirlwind romance with Harry stirs the royal pot, and before long, family tensions boil over. A royal wedding, a baby, and then Megxit. Crown and Controversy is your front row seat to it all. Think of it as where the Crown left off and all that juicy stuff they didn't get to. And here's how you can help us out. Open your Apple Podcasts app right now and search for Crown and Controversy. Just follow the series by hitting that follow button and download the trailer episode and listen to it. That's it. If enough of you do it at once, we'll shoot up the charts, which means more listeners and more episodes and less chance of us languishing at number 75 in the business category. Even better, if you want to hear the first 2 episodes right now, they're already available to Calaroga Plus subscribers. That's right, before the public launch in July, you can get early access. And here's the kicker. With your Calaroga Plus subscription, you also get Palace Intrigue, completely ad-free and uninterrupted. No more You May Also Like feed drops either. Just pure royal drama the way Her Majesty probably intended. So go do it now. Follow and download Crown and Controversy on Apple Podcasts. And if you want the full royal treatment, tap the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening in the Apple Podcasts app for a 30-day free trial. After that, it's just $5 a month for exclusive early access, no ads, and a full library of more than 20 other series from Calaroga Shark Media Network. And there's a lot of shows there, and you can get it all ad-free. Join us as the royals face their most controversial chapter yet, Crown and Controversy, Royal Drama Redefined, coming in July. Or you can preview those first 2 episodes right now on Calaroga Plus and get Palace Intrigue without ads. We briefly mentioned this during Tuesday's bonus episode, but Harry flew to Asia to lecture people on climate change. Harry said, "Climate change isn't just an environmental challenge. It's a critical business emergency, costing the global economy $143 billion annually. Now is the moment for the industry to reaffirm its commitment to being a force for good. Challenges will undoubtedly rise, but if there's one thing I've learned in my life is that meaningful change never comes easily. The true measure of our commitment is how we respond when the path becomes difficult. We must never give up." It is unclear if Harry manually paddled a rowboat across the Pacific or how he made his way to the climate change lecture. Good news for Meghan. One of her social media clips has gone viral. The clip of Mrs. Sussex explaining how she works so hard is making the rounds. In it, Meghan says, "Oh my gosh, I work so hard and I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard and I'm still working hard, right? The moment everything sells out, it doesn't mean that we're done." Her hard work includes writing social media posts, deciding what to wear for shoots, and editing time-coded notes for her Netflix series. Social media reactions have not been kind nor understanding of just how hard the Duchess works. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a nice review if you're enjoying the show. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.